Have you ever asked yourself, when is the moment you must stop? When is the time you need to let go of a woman, no matter how deeply you once loved her? We men often get trapped in a vicious cycle. The more we endure, the more we tolerate, the more we cling, the more she looks down on us. The painful truth is this: women always respect the man who knows his own worth and who dares to walk away when he is no longer respected. If you keep accepting less than what you deserve, you don't just lose love, you lose yourself. In this video, I will show you the clear signs that tell you it's time to walk away so you can reclaim your strength, your confidence, and your masculine dignity. And when you dare to leave, that is when you truly become a man of value, the kind of man any woman would desire. So let's go through each sign and be honest with yourself. Are you in one of these situations? Number 1, she carries too much emotional damage and toxicity. A woman who hasn't healed will drag you into an exhausting cycle. She gets easily triggered over the smallest things. Today she laughs and jokes. Tomorrow she's silent and cold. If you reply to her message late, miss one call, or show just a bit of indifference, it can explode into an argument, and you start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? But the truth is, the fault is not yours. The fault lies in her old wounds, betrayal, disappointment, or an unsafe childhood. When she is not ready to heal, she unconsciously pours all that chaos onto the closest person, and that person is you. The more you endure, the more drained you become. You're like a man hugging a cracked glass vase. The tighter you hold it, the deeper the shards cut into your hands. You think that if you just love her enough, everything will get better. But the longer you stay, the more you bleed. A healthy relationship should give you peace, respect, and motivation. If all you receive is doubt, insecurity, and pain, then that is the clearest signal you must walk away. Number 2, she only texts but avoids meeting in person. In today's world, texting has become a habit we can't live without. It's convenient, it's fast, and sometimes it even feels intimate. But you must remember one crucial thing: texts can never replace real-life connections. Through text, you can't see her eyes, you can't feel her energy, you can't experience the real presence of another person. Yet there are women who trap you in an endless loop of texting. They may send laughing emojis, they may write long conversations, but whenever you suggest meeting up, their response is avoidance. Sometimes she says she's busy, sometimes it's family excuses, another day she forgets or shifts the topic away. This is when you must wake up. A woman who is truly interested will look forward to seeing you in real life. She will grab the chance to sit in front of you, to look straight into your eyes, to hear your voice, and to give you her time. But if all she does is stretch the conversation through a screen, the truth is obvious: you are not her priority. And be honest with yourself. Do you want a woman who is ready to step into your life, or just a name glowing on your phone screen? If she constantly delays, cancels plans at the last minute, or disappears whenever you bring up meeting in person, then you're wasting your precious time. A man of value does not let himself get stuck in empty promises. Remember, when a woman truly cares, she will take initiative to see you. But if you're only kept in her text list to fill her boredom, then that is the clearest signal it's time for you to walk away. Number 3, she does not support or share your success. One of the most important things in love is not fleeting romance, but whether two people can truly become allies for each other. When you achieve something big or small, a woman who genuinely loves you will smile with pride. She will share that joy as if it were her own. But if you notice that every time you talk about your success, her eyes turn cold, her responses are shallow, or even laced with irritation, then that is a clear sign she is not walking beside you. Ask yourself, when you get promoted, when you complete a project, when you reach an important goal, does she genuinely feel happy for you, or does she stay silent, change the subject, or worse, dismiss and belittle what you've worked so hard to accomplish? If love forces you to hide your joy just to avoid making the other person uncomfortable, then that is no longer healthy love. A woman who truly loves you doesn't need to buy you expensive gifts, nor does she have to help you reach your goals. Just a hug, a word of praise, a supportive smile, these small gestures are enough to recharge your strength. On the contrary, if all you receive is silence or cutting remarks like "that's worth bragging about" or "anyone could do that," then you must understand she's not really standing on your side. Love is not a competition to see who is better, who shines brighter. Love is a journey where two people grow together, face challenges together, and celebrate victories together. If she cannot be happy when you succeed, then deep down, she does not see you as a partner. She sees you as a comparison point, or even as a threat to her ego. And remember, a man of value does not beg for recognition. You deserve a woman who looks at you with pride, ready to stand behind you as a solid source of support. If you find yourself constantly having to prove, constantly having to beg for scraps of support, then it is time to stop, because real love will never leave you feeling alone in the most glorious moments of your life. Number 4, she abuses, controls, and manipulates you mentally. A healthy relationship must give you freedom and peace. But if you are with a woman who constantly wants to control you, who turns you into a puppet in her hands, then that is no longer love. Pay attention. Does she constantly check your phone, interrogate where you go, with whom, and what you're doing? Does she get angry when you spend time with friends or pursue your own hobbies? And every time you resist, does she cry, throw a tantrum, or play the victim to make you feel guilty? This is exactly what mental manipulation looks like. It slowly robs you of your autonomy, even your confidence. The more you give in, the more you lose yourself. At first, you may think she's only doing this because she loves me. But true love never makes you a prisoner. Love must allow you to be yourself. It should make you feel safe, not anxious, not afraid. If you are hit, that is physical abuse. If you are constantly humiliated with words, that is verbal abuse. If you're cornered into always feeling at fault, that is emotional abuse. And in any form, you must be clear you do not deserve this. A man of value does not endure just to prove his love. The truth is, love is not shackles. It must be the doorway to freedom and happiness. If you find yourself trapped in control and manipulation, then it is time for you to walk away. Number 5, she disrespects you in front of others. Respect is the foundation of every relationship. A woman who truly loves you will always want others to look at you with admiration. But if she often mocks you, belittles you in front of friends or family, that is a sign she does not value you. At first, you may think she's just joking, but the truth is, those jokes, repeated over and over, eventually turn into wounds. When your partner feels comfortable turning you into a laughingstock in public, your sense of dignity is quietly chipped away. Picture this: you bring her to meet your friends. She should be proudly introducing you, but instead, she says things like, "He's not that good, he's clumsy," or even compares you to her ex. Outsiders may laugh it off, but deep inside, you know it's contempt. Don't confuse playful teasing with disrespect. Teasing makes both people laugh. Disrespect leaves you humiliated and ashamed. A woman who truly loves you will always protect your image, never undermine you just to draw attention. A man deserves to feel proud walking beside his woman. If you are constantly being put down, ask yourself, am I loving a true partner, or am I feeding someone who looks down on me? And if the answer hurts, then that is a clear signal to walk away. Number 6. She is vague about her relationship, still with someone else or fresh out of a breakup. This is one of the most common traps men fall into. You meet a girl. Everything seems great. She texts you often and shares her feelings with you. But then, in the middle of a conversation, she says, "Actually, I'm still in a relationship, but things aren't going well." At that moment, many men choose to stay, telling themselves, "If I'm patient, one day she'll leave him for me." But the harsh truth is, if she really wanted to leave, she would have done it already. The fact that she keeps you around only means one thing: you are her emotional escape, her temporary support, her medicine to fill the emptiness in her real relationship. And when she has just broken up, don't rush to believe lines like "I don't love him anymore" or "I'm over it." The wounds of a past relationship need time to heal. If you jump in too quickly, you're only a replacement, a short-term painkiller, and when she recovers, you may be cast aside. Ask yourself, do you want to be her number one choice, or just a backup plan? A man of value does not waste his time on unclear relationships. If she has not cut ties, if she is not ready, then the wisest choice is simple: walk away. Number 7. Major differences in values and life goals. A relationship can only last when both are looking in the same direction. You want a stable family, but she hates the thought of commitment. You want children, but she insists she will never have them. You long for faithful love, but she believes in open love. These differences are not small issues that can be compromised. They are core values, the things that shape the entire future of a relationship. If two people clash at the root, sooner or later, conflicts will erupt. And when that happens, love turns into a battlefield, where both sides try to change each other, but the final result is only disappointment. Don't deceive yourself with thoughts like, she'll change or I can live with it. If deep down you already know you will not be happy sacrificing your dreams, abandoning your life goals, then don't let fleeting love blind your judgment. True love doesn't force you to abandon your core values, it helps both of you fulfill them together. If you realize the differences are too great, and neither of you is willing to change, then the right choice is clear: let go early. So both of you have the chance to find the right partner. Number 8. You're stuck in the friend zone. One-sided affection. Many men trap themselves in relationships that never go beyond friendship. You text her, you care for her, you drive her anywhere, you listen to all her stories, but when you hint at wanting something more, she just smiles and says, I see you as a close friend. It sounds harmless, but in reality, it is an emotional trap. The more effort you put in, the more hope you build, the more pain you feel. You keep waiting for the day she changes her feelings, but that day rarely comes. Because from the very beginning, she has already placed you in the exact position of friend, a supporter, someone to vent her emotions to, but not a man she desires. Ask yourself, don't you deserve real love? Or are you resigned to standing backstage, watching her give her heart to someone else? If you want love, don't accept living in the friend zone, because the longer you stay, the more time you waste, and the harder it is to walk away. The only way to reclaim your value is this: stop, and go find someone who truly wants to be with you as a man, not just as a friend. Number 9. You realize you no longer fit. Sometimes it's not her fault, and it's not your fault. It's simply that the two of you no longer fit together. Maybe you're not ready to commit, still holding on to the past, or carrying toxic habits you haven't changed yet. And deep down, you know that if you keep going, you won't be able to bring happiness to her or to yourself. Many men are afraid to admit this because they don't want to be seen as quitters. They drag out a relationship that has lost its meaning, hoping for a miracle. But remember, courage is not only staying, it's also knowing when to walk away. Take an honest look at yourself. If you no longer feel love, if you no longer see a future, then holding on only adds more suffering for both of you. Sometimes, walking away is not the end, but the opportunity for both to find someone truly deserving. We have now gone through 9 warning signs, from a woman carrying too much emotional damage and toxicity to one who only texts but avoids meeting, who never supports or shares in your joy, to those who control, manipulate, or abuse your mind. Then there's the lack of respect in front of others, the vagueness about her relationships, the major differences in life values, the one-sided affection of the friend zone, and finally you yourself when you realize you no longer fit. Each sign is like a ringing alarm bell. 1 bell, you can ignore. 2 bells, you can brush off. But when those bells ring louder and more frequently, you cannot pretend not to hear, because when you ignore them, you're trading away your peace, sacrificing your self-respect, and even losing your true self. Be honest with yourself. How many times have you endured, hoping things would change? How many times have you chosen silence to keep the peace, only to end up with more pain? The truth is, the more you endure, the more she disrespects you. The more you sacrifice, the more she takes it as her right to control, and the more you cling, the more you lose your masculine strength. A man is not born to live as someone's shadow. You do not exist to be a backup option, nor an emotional dumping ground for any woman. You were born to live according to your own values, to love and to be loved in a way that you truly deserve. Sometimes, the greatest strength is not in enduring, but in the moment you dare to walk away. That is the moment you declare to the world and to yourself, I deserve more than this. I will no longer accept half-hearted love. I will no longer allow anyone to diminish my worth. Imagine the freedom you will feel when you say the words, enough. At first, there may be emptiness, there may be loneliness, but soon, you will see a new sky open before you, a sky of peace, of new opportunities, and of a love that is truly worthy. Remember, only when you let go of the wrong thing can you embrace the right one. Only when you dare to walk away can you find yourself again. Brothers, Do you recognize yourself in these signs? If you do, remember that you're not alone. Many men have been in the same place, hurt, drained, and enduring, but they found the courage to leave, and from that moment, they reclaim their strength, their confidence, and their true happiness. Do not fear short-term loneliness, because the cost of staying in a toxic relationship is 100 times heavier. Believe that out there are women who respect, love, and truly want to walk with you in the right way. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment and share your story, because your experience might help another man find clarity. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so we can meet again in the next videos, where I'll continue helping you understand women, love, and yourself on a deeper level. You deserve a healthy love, and sometimes the bravest act is not holding on but letting go.